New South Wales Police defending the actions of an officer who shot and killed a machete-wielding man at Westfield Mount Druitt yesterday.
Jean Kennedy is there at the scene. Good morning again, Jean. What did police have to say about the incident? Any more details emerging from that media conference?
There certainly are many more details emerging from that conference. I've got a bit of feedback here. I'll plough on. Police have shed light on what transpired allegedly at the Mount Druitt car park, very busy car park at the shopping centre behind me. It was a rooftop car park yesterday afternoon, and what led up to this man being shot dead by police. Now, they say that there was two groups of women, 6 in total, who had what the police officer described as an opportunistic meeting in the car park. These groups of women didn't know each other before. He said it was like a fluke meeting, and they ended up getting into a fight. Now, we're not quite sure what triggered that fight, but it was a bit of a brawl between them, and police were called to the rooftop when this brawl broke out. So they turned up because we have police that are located at the shopping centre generally, so they were there rather quickly. Now, a man interacted with police, and we understand now that this man was the partner of one of the women involved in the fight. He interacted briefly with police, and then police say that he went back to his vehicle and he got out what police describe as a very large machete and was waving that around, and they said that he started to follow the group of women had sort of dispersed, the melee had broken up, but he started to walk towards the women involved in the melee, and that's when police got in between, the two officers got in between him and the women. I guess, obviously in order to protect them. They told him to drop the machete, which he didn't do, and then they fired the shots, the fatal shots. He was, as we know, multiple shots were fired. Somebody in the shopping centre had said they heard 6 shots ring out. He, collapsed. He was then had first aid, but he was declared dead after paramedics had worked on him for about 45 minutes. He was actually declared dead at the scene at the rooftop car park here at Westfield at Mount Druitt at about 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon. Now, police, as you say, very much defended the actions. Police Assistant Commissioner Gavin Wood said his officers did what they could in this situation. They were, trying to intervene and protect in a very difficult situation. We'll have a listen to what he had to say.
I looked at the Westfield security, I looked at the body-worn video of the police. As we speak, I am content with the actions of the police. And I might say this if I could. The police officers got in the middle between the deceased person who was carrying a large machete and some of those females subject to the melee. Their actions were brave, and I want to put that on record. Their actions was brave. The investigation will be subject to scrutiny, as it should be, but their actions were brave. I spoke to both police last night. They were upset, and the enormity of what happened had started to set in. We will put our arms around those police, as we do, and they deserve that. But they are good people. They are good people. They are good police officers. They didn't come to work yesterday knowing they had to shoot somebody.
Now, he says that one of the women involved in the melee was taken into custody and questioned, but then allowed to go. She was released pending this further investigation. Now, as we know, a critical incident investigation has been declared, which means that there will be oversight of police actions in this incident. So there will be the police will have their own investigation, then the Professional Standards Command will review the police investigation, and the police watchdog will also oversee the investigation. Now, what we do also understand about the 29-year-old man who was fatally shot by police, he was a local man from the Mount Druitt area. He had 2 young children, and as I mentioned earlier, police say that one of the women allegedly involved in the melee was the man's partner. So all of the actions of police have very much defended their officers in this situation. They've said that the shopping centre also, they did rope off the area that was where this incident happened. There was no threat to shoppers in the actual main shopping centre mall downstairs. It didn't spill down into that area. It was up on the car park. Areas were roped off and police were in action up there. So they've also defended to some degree the security. There may be more questions asked about those protocols and whether enough was done there. However, police certainly defending their actions and saying there will be an independent investigation with some oversight with the police watchdog, the Law Enforcement Conduct Commission, to basically have the final word and determine if police actions in this instance were reasonable and warranted.